Welcome back to another GasoCast. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
Oh look, it's special guest Star-Lord.
It's special guest Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
In this episode, we're going to talk about the New York Comic Con Pops and some other things that we picked up along the way. First, we're going to talk about the NYCC Pops that are about to come out. They come out on October 5th, I think it was. So on October 5th, the stores are going to have an unloading of all the New York Comic Con Pops, and we're going to go through those one by one. Ones we're excited about, and here is a good friend of mine and Heather's, Jordan. And he is he has his new Legends mask.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, is that the Black Series? Because
yeah,
they keep coming out with the Black Series props. But yeah, Marvel Legends started making movie props, and this is their new Star-Lord helmet. I'm going to do a Star-Lord Halloween costume, and pick this up. Yeah,
show them how it lights up.
Yeah, so this is actually really cool. There's a button on the side here, and that lights the eyes up. And I thought that they stayed on constantly. I think it's only when you have Bluetooth on that they actually do it.
Okay.
But it's pretty cool. You can actually see through this, and it lights everything up red. So if you want to see everything like a T-800 in Terminator, this is the best simulation for it.
Prior to this recording, I actually put it on, and it's actually a lot more comfortable than I thought it would be.
It's actually really comfortable. It's actually breathable, too, which a lot of the other helmets have not been so far. And the grill out here is actually a Bluetooth speaker, so if you want to come in blasting the soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, you can do that, and it's really easy to pair with your phone. I sound like a shill for this product right now.
Yeah, he's really trying to sell this thing.
I wanted this for a
Maybe
Halloween
you should
costume,
buy this.
And I like it a lot. So I recommend it. It's $100. But if you go on Hasbro's website, they frequently have 20% off with the email, so you can get it for around $80.
Sign your email up and get 20% off. I actually ordered my Thor hammer, which is in the same line with this one, and I actually want to get my hands on this probably in the near future, because this is one that I really like, because I actually have a Star-Lord tattoo, so what better to go with a Star-Lord tattoo but the Star-Lord helmet? Oh my god!
Which can also be the Star-Lord Bluetooth speaker.
That's right.
And
I can play some Volume 2 music in my head, as I do on any given day.
And just sit on the couch and just blast it out.
Right.
Everybody.
And this is beautiful. So let's move on. We'll move on to our NYCC. So, New York Comic Con. Here it is. Marvel. Look how beautiful they are. And these are Marvel ones. I'm always out to buy all the Marvel Pops. However, the Lockjaw, I really could care less about. The rest of the ones on the list, I really want.
See, it's kind of funny. I think Lockjaw is obviously you want the Jeff Goldblum one.
Because it'll go with the collector.
You know. But I think Lockjaw isn't bad, save for the fact that Inhumans is kind of a sore spot right now for a lot of Marvel fans.
Because it was recently canceled. He actually came down and told me the news. I had a feeling it was coming, but of course, there it is. James Gunn. And James Gunn is actually going to be sold on the Funko webpage, I believe, on October 5th. So while, Heather and I are running around trying to get our hands on all these Pops, I'll be on Funko-shop.com seeing if I can get myself a James Gunn, and who knows if I'm going to be able to do that. Okay. I'll try.
Follow your connections.
Yeah, I could use some connections. Maybe I'll put my mother or my grandmother on this for me to try to track them.
Well, I wonder what time it'll be put up. Will it be midnight?
It's always a mystery on FunkoShop.com.
Yeah, with any of the exclusives, it's always weird.
Well, the Funko Shop, every Wednesday they release something new, and it's always something completely random. You never know what you're going to get, and it's always at a different time. So James Gunn, they're probably going to post it very randomly, and people are going to be basically stabbing each other to get it. But that's how it goes with the Funko Pops. People are really killing each other. And then you have your Old Man Logan's down there, and that is the first Orbs, I think, that has a frowny face.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he has a frowny face. I had all my other ones. They all have a smiley face. Even Yondu, and he's one pissed off guy. They all have smiley faces except for this Old Man Logan, which I think is really cool. And I do want to get my hands on him. Because you know what? There's going to be Pops and Pops everywhere from New York Comic Con. But that one lone Dorbs is still going to be there because nobody wants Dorbs but me. Because I love Dorbs. And that leads us into Star Wars. So Star Wars, they're releasing more Rogue One. Why? Why would they release more Rogue Ones?
A lot of people like Eric Bashford. I like Rogue One.
Right. I have no idea why they would ever think that this is a good idea, but they're doing it anyway. However, they are releasing Dengar, which a lot of people have been waiting for. I'm waiting for him. I have all my bounty hunters in a circle, and I'm waiting for Dengar to add to that roster.
Well, the one thing here is that you have a Saw Gerrera, and Saw is a big part of Clone Wars and Rebels, so regardless of...
he fits in somewhere.
Yeah. So a lot of people I could see wanting Saw because of the fact that he's a large character out there, even though in Rogue One he spans
the entire universe,
exactly.
aside from Jyn Erso, who dies in the first time she shows up. You can't. Where's the backstory? You couldn't really have any backstory other than back when she was a kid growing up and under Saw Gerrera. But who the hell wants to see that?
I mean, to be fair, that K2SO is also pretty sweet looking.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know.
I like him.
Boba Fett looks really cool too in his ship, but I don't know. That's a weird
The
one
other
too.
thing about K2 is now that they wrote him in, you know that you'll probably see some like old K2 units.
He's going to show up somewhere.
You know, not just him, but just that model of droid.
Right. Well, but I mean the voice, the whole thing. It'll
Yeah.
practically be K2SO.
Right.
But just dialed up to be something a little bit different.
Right. I'm K3S5.
Hey, look at me. I have different numbers and letters. And then Warner Brothers. Here's the Warner Brothers pops. Now, of course, there's a Rock Candy in there. And there's a Rides. I love the Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman!
I always thought he was
and
Hanna-Barbera.
son! What's that?
I always thought he was
Hanna-Barbera. That's right. I might have mismarked that.
Because he's Hanna-Barbera, but the rest, I mean, they look like...
Yeah, but I think they all fall under the same, like, kind of... Because...
who's in the bottom right there? Is
that is the guy from...
That's from Fantastic Beasts.
And
Yeah.
then I would like that one, and I
Okay.
would like the Bogart.
Are they Warner Brothers?
I mean,
I don't
Fantastic
know.
Beasts
I feel like it was marked as Warner Brothers.
Maybe.
I mean, it would make sense. I thought that was Warner Brothers. I thought Warner Brothers had the Harry Potter license.
I want the snake one.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
then that's the
anytime
in the
so these
middle.
pictures and everything that were thrown up, I usually mark them. I try to mark them correctly so we can talk about it. And I have it marked as Warner Brothers, but as he pointed out, Warner Brothers and Hanna-Barbera is in the same picture. And I actually grabbed these off of the Funko, like their releases. So they must fall under Warner Brothers in some capacity.
I thought Warner Brothers at some point got they're all part of like Turner Entertainment now.
Right. So you have all your characters there, your Harry Potter characters, Fantastic Beasts, and you have your Hanna-Barbera guys, Captain Caveman's up there, and then you have the Lord of the Rings, was that the Balrog? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
What's it called? Is it? Yeah, Balrog.
Boggart?
Yeah.
Balrog?
Is that what it says? B-A-L-R-O-G?
No, Boggart.
What?
Oh.
Boggart.
Where? No. Up top at Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I thought you were talking about... Okay, never mind. Okay.
Wrong.
Harry Potter.
No. So we're talking about
Yeah, I
that
don't know what
Balrog up
that
there.
is.
Yeah, anyway.
I don't know what that
They've
is.
released him, but that's a glow-in-the-dark version. So that's kind of... And then here's DC. And DC has really nothing too much to look at other than that black Batman,
I like
which
him.
the one colored Batman seemed to be going for a lot these
The brick
days.
Batman's actually kind of nifty.
Well,
That's cool.
yes. So it looks too similar to Lego, and a lot of people are complaining. Because
Yeah, the
Lego
brick
has
heads.
completed. Their brickheads.
But the brickheads, I don't know. I don't know what the market's going to be like for those.
And then you go on to Disney. So Disney actually has some that I really would like to have.
Scrooge
One thing
McDuck.
that really
Yes.
aggravated me was the Orange Bird. Not this version. This version is actually flocked. I ordered an Orange Bird online the other day for Heather, and they canceled the order saying you could only buy it in the parks. The collector, the gold version, was the same way. However, Heather was able to track one down via eBay, paid probably a little extra than she probably should have.
Double what it's worth.
But that's okay
it's-
because it was it's something special in my heart, and she's an awesome girlfriend for picking that up for me and thinking about that. But anyway, neither here nor there. The Orange Bird being canceled really aggravated me, but here we go. Another Orange Bird. This one's flocked, so it's a little bit different. And then they also have the flocked Matterhorn, the Yeti, or whatever his name is. I don't know if it's Bigfoot or Yeti, but there's a different one out there that wasn't
he's
flocked, and they sold him
Abominable
already.
Snowman.
Yeah, Abominable Snowman, that's right, from Matterhorn. So he's cool. I really like the Scrooge McDuck in the gold. I think he's really neat. I was hoping we could actually track him down. And then I think this guy, I'm pointing like the camera can see it. The mummy one. is pretty cool.
Is that from DuckTales?
I feel like that's from DuckTales, and it reminds me of the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's
From
that Goofy.
Ducksylvania.
That Goofy, I have no idea where that's from.
Is that from the black hole, the robot there?
That's from Kingdom Hearts, babe.
Is that Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
so.
okay.
Both of them.
Oh, they're both from Kingdom Hearts. Oh, never mind. I don't. Yeah, I think it says Black Hole.
Yeah, I know that the black hole had a lot of robots, and then
What's Black Hole?
it was a sci-fi series, kind of akin to like a Star Trek or Doctor Who.
And then you have what's that? The Crazy Frog thing. There used to be a ride on him. That's the only reason why I know from Disney. And Mr. Can you look at that? Can you get closer to that and tell me what it is? It's Mr. something. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Mr. Toad's
He's not
Wild
a frog.
Ride.
I was like, what frog is he talking about? Yeah, Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and that's a pretty cool little ride.
Yeah,
That's neat. Yeah.
Pink and yellow. Are they both Mickey, or are they Mickey and Minnie?
Looks like two Mickeys, just variant versions of them in the same box.
It looks like it's limited to 1,500 though.
Yeah,
So that'll probably
1,500 is
be
very. That's a
only-
Hikari probably, and that's kind of 1,500 is a high number.
Oh, for that particular thing.
And then you have the 80s and 90s pops. Now,
Whoa.
we talked about this the other night on one of our videos that the Dragon Zord was coming out, and I was at Heather and I went to Baltimore Comic Con recently. And at Baltimore Comic Con, they had mentioned that the Dragon Zord will probably boost the Megazord prices up. And currently, we did see a Megazord today for 90, and we saw one for 100. And we talked to a woman who actually sold one for 60, and somebody complained, which is insane because that's a good price.
The Power Rangers market right now, if you want to get in on the speculative market, anything like original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is you want to go for. I bought the Soul Chigokin Megazord back in, I want to say, May. And Soul Chigokin, for anybody that doesn't know, it's a line of high-end die-cast robots. I bought that for $275. Wow. It's already approaching $600 on the secondary market right now.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy crap! It climbed up there.
Yeah, so I've pretty much doubled my initial investment. So yeah, it's
wow.
People are trying to buy back their childhood. That's something we've been talking about lately. Off of this, and a lot of people grew up with Power Rangers, and they're now to the point where they have the disposable income to buy back their childhood.
That's right. And who better to lead the whole Power Ranger movement but the Green Ranger? Look at him; he's all over this.
The Green Ranger's a lot of people's favorite.
You have your two Dragon Zords there. One Dragon Zord is Toy Tokyo. I talked to a person at Baltimore Comic Con. They tell me that Toy Tokyo will no longer have Funko exclusives, which is a big thing. I had never heard that. And he could be wrong. I could be wrong by telling you that, but that's the word. I'll have to look and figure out how true that really is. You have a glow-in-the-dark Green Ranger there, which is very cool. We're going to try to track Adam down, at least a Dragon Zord. If I can get both, I'll try. The regular Dragon Zord apparently possibly could be sold at Hot Topic. I hope it is, because that'll be an easy get. And then we have one for Heather there.
Yay!
What's that?
Yeah, the Ickis.
Ickis from Our
Real Monsters. I really, really want him. And I think that's, aside from the Grindelwald and the Snape, the Boggart Snape, I think those are the only three that I want.
So those are the ones you're looking for?
From NYCC.
Okay, so those are the ones you're looking for.
Yeah, I really want
Okay.
him.
See a Beastman there as well.
Beastman, flocked Beastman.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And the ones for Master of the Universe are usually, they go up.
Yeah.
Big time.
Well, Master of the Universe merchandise is few and far between these days. It really strikes me. I find it funny that Transformers they have like the license with it's Kid Robot.
Yeah.
Here they're making G.I. Joe pops. They made pops for Age of Extinction, but they've never made any like classic Transformers pops. Like,
no. And they should.
They definitely should. There's a big market for it. I would buy them.
I would buy them myself. Those are some that I would break away from my Marvel and Star Wars and collect Transformers.
But I think Hasbro's just trying to keep Mighty Mugs alive and keep, and then Kid Robot's license, they're trying to keep that alive. But there's not that huge.
Mighty Mugs are always on sale, Toys R Us.
Yeah.
They don't sell very well. As far as
they don't.
And the video game pops. Holy crap! Look at them. All foot soldiers. And and then there's a Shredder, and whatever that character is up there, I have no idea.
I think it's from Dig Dug.
Is that what that is?
Character you played is.
Holy shit! Yeah. And then the Freddy,
Foxy.
I don't understand why that's so popular.
Kids love
must
it.
love it.
Kids absolutely love it. I've been in Target numerous times in the aisle that has Marvel Legends, and that is parallel to where they keep the Five Nights at Freddy's figures.
Wow.
And yeah, the kids are buying those up in droves, and I'm surprised because it's a horror game.
Yeah, well, it's a horror.
that is
I
good.
didn't think that it was aimed at children.
What happened last year? We went to Baltimore Comic Con, was it?
Right.
Last year, and some guy. We were looking at posters, and Max saw something that he
My
liked.
son Max.
Yes, his son saw something that he liked, and the guy said, "Oh, here's a free poster," and handed him Five Nights at Freddy's, and
Right.
Max started crying.
Yeah, Max started crying. Yeah, made him cry again. I think that was the second time of crying for the.
No, you can't have Iron Man. Here's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
I would want no part of any of this. That
What-
Shredder's kind of cool, but outside
what
that,
stinks about the foot soldiers here is that they don't have different weapons. If they had different, it's all
or
the
even
same
poses.
Yeah, it's all the same pose,
Just
and
the
it's
same guy like
no
this.
weapons whatsoever. And the thing that kind of makes the Ninja Turtles arcade game Foot Soldiers iconic is that they all had their different weapons
Yes.
and different poses.
You're talking about like
and-
Turtles in Time. And
Well,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
Turtles in
Yeah.
Time in the original arcade game. I mean, they had the different colored Foot Soldiers, and they all would have weapons when they came onto the screen. It wasn't
Right,
like
they were like their
yeah.
own. Yeah,
The purple one was maybe the only one that came on like just with fists.
yeah. It gives you a reason
Right.
of why they have a different color.
Right.
But here, no.
Yeah.
They just look like Lego people. This is dumb, Funko. Dumb.
It's like if they came out with the Turtles and they were just blocky and had no weapons. Like,
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a bunch of foot soldiers. They're all different colors.
And the thing is, NECA did a SDCC box set of the Turtles arcade game figures. Like, they basically recolored and they did like a pixel paint scheme on them. And
Yeah.
all the foot soldiers had the weapons they had in the game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the box looked like when you took the box and opened it up, it had like where all the controllers would be.
Oh, really?
It's really
oh,
badass.
that's cool.
It was really,
that's really
badass.
cool.
And it looked like the marquee for the arcade machine with
Oh,
April.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So they could have done a better job there.
Yeah,
That's
this
just
is-
the cash in, to be honest.
It really is, because the different color foot soldiers, it's almost like making all these different color Batmans, really.
Yeah.
They just cash in all the time. So, Heather, out of all the pops that you saw, what are you most looking forward to?
Just a 3. I think probably the Boggart might actually be
That's your number one?
number 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think he's pretty cool. Because it's just, I mean, literally that's in the movie for about 4 seconds, maybe.
Yeah.
So I think it's sort of neat.
My number one is going to be Dengar, because that'll finish off my Bounty Hunter set. I'm really hoping they release him. They do like a wide release at a store that makes sense, like Hot Topic, where I can just go in and get it. Because like I mentioned, on October 5th, Heather and I will be out on the big hunt and see what we can find. Is there any pops that you're looking forward to? He is not a pop collector. He is a Transformers collector. Are there any pops here that you saw
I
that
would
it's
say
like, wow,
Destro.
I might pick it up?
Destro looks pretty
Okay.
cool.
Now, are there any NYCC releases outside of the Funko Pops that you're looking for? Have you heard of anything?
Not really NYCC. I mean, there was HasCon this past week. I got the RC and the Power Bank Optimus Prime for myself.
Okay.
So I'm good there.
I did see that there's a Deadpool released, and
Yes, that Deadpool went fast. The
not
X-Force.
Commander Cody. I think
Yes.
was it Commander Cody?
Commander Cody.
Okay, so Commander
Yeah.
Cody was a release as well,
Yeah, so
and he was eating up too.
He was eating up
Did
too.
you try?
Unfortunately, no. I honestly I didn't go with any of those. In fact, the
Okay.
only Star Wars release I'm looking for right now is the Ghost of Obi-Wan.
We're part of a group called Syndicate on Facebook, and I have been seeing the Obi-Wan Kenobis like all over that. So apparently
Yeah.
they have been released. I don't know if it. A lot of the times it seems, at least with what we collect in Funko, they start in the West Coast and they end up here late.
Well, part of the reason I've heard from that is, you remember that strike that was going on in the West Coast? The dock worker strike?
Yes.
Apparently that's still going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that never stopped. They never came to a resolution for that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, a lot of the distribution
That
for...
might be what happened with the Negan chase, or Negans for
Yeah,
Walgreens, the dwarves.
The Dorbs, I've never seen those.
I haven't seen them either, and
And,
we're thinking that they're going to be we're just guessing they'll be released around October.
So with Transformers on the East Coast, the last night stuff, they're still on Wave 1. There was a smattering of Wave 2 that came out for the Voyager class, but all the deluxes, they're still stuck on Wave 1. And a good buddy of mine who's a Syndicate founder, T-Man978, check him out on YouTube. He was talking to a guy who's out on the West Coast and said, yeah, the dock worker strike's still going on, and that's part of the reason why distribution for not just Hasbro, but for a lot of lines, including Funko, has been messed up.
Interesting.
So, we're not 100% certain on the validity of that, but it makes sense in the grand
This
scheme of
makes
things.
sense.
Yes.
And I was wondering about all this. I was wondering why I haven't had my Negan yet.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to make some
And,
sense.
it sucks, for a lot of companies. It sucks for the manufacturers. They're trying to get their products out there, but they can't. And then, you have companies like Toys R Us right now. Toys R Us just filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And this distribution is all messed up. And now a lot of manufacturers are pulling out the stock and trying to put it over to Target, Walmart, and other
Trying to
departments.
restructure.
Trying to restructure. So
That's so sad.
for collectors, it's going to be a rough market for the next year, I think.
With Toys R Us is, every time I go to a Toys R Us, no matter which one it is, other than the one in Columbia, but the other Toys R Us that I go into, they're like graveyards.
Yeah.
They're sad.
Yeah.
It's like my childhood is crying in there, like deep in the center where all the figures are. It's like crying in there. That's what I hear.
What sucks is it's a company I want to support. I want to support an actual brick and mortar, and I can't because they are not stocking the things that I'm going there to buy.
Well, they're not stock. You're right. They're not stocking it, and what ends up happening, at least with Target, is that they don't stock it, and then they go in the sale bin way later on, all beat up,
Yeah.
like somebody had stomped on and kicked it across the room.
Well, that or people get the UPCs and go to customer service and just buy things. They'll pull the UPCs before it even gets stocked.
Remember that at Target with Darth Vader and the TIE Fighter, the pop
sure.
ride?
You know,
and we saw it, and it was like all busted up.
Even with the life-size Groot, they never even put those out on the shelf. We ended up going to the back.
Yeah,
in Florida.
we went to Florida, and we asked for them, and they brought them out to us.
Yeah, I've never seen one on the shelf.
It was like we were royalty. Let's check out some things that we found during the week. So Jordan actually brought over some finds that he found for me while he's out on his hunts. He found a couple things. If you want to go ahead and hold that up and show.
So, first, we have Supreme Leader Snoke, who I found at Target for the great price of $6.20. This just came out!
Yeah, it just came out.
It just came
it's
out.
hard on sale. This is exactly what we're talking about with Target.
Yeah.
They release their stuff, and then they don't put it out, and then it goes on clearance, like this.
So,
It
So
didn't
there's
sell
Snoke.
because it was in the bag.
the
Yeah.
box is really pristine.
Yeah,
and,
it's a great
yeah,
looking box.
Yeah.
I might even keep that clearance sticker on there just as a jab.
As a reminder.
Yeah.
And then the next item I found is not pop related, but it is a vinyl.
Look at him.
So
Yeah.
this reminds me of like when they have something on QVC.
Exactly. It's a QVC. It's a QVC thing. And the next thing.
Look at this horse.
Yeah.
So these are actually really hard to come by right now. I just happened in Target the day Destiny 2 came out, and they had them there. I was expecting this to be about $30, to be honest with you, and it was $12.
Yeah, when you said the price, I could not believe it.
Yeah, and it was in a spot that said $30, so I went to a price scanner and checked it out. McFarlane Toys is actually getting into the vinyl market, and the McFarlane, they make Spawn and the Walking Dead figures, anything Image Comics related, and they currently have the Destiny license amongst a lot of other video games, and they're putting out a lot of decent Destiny figures. So the Destiny 1 Collector's Edition, one of the perks was you got a life-size Ghost, and I really wanted one, but that big Collector's Edition was really unobtainable. So I saw this sitting on the shelf for $12.
I cannot believe that was $12.
And
I mean, it's really cool
it's
too.
really, really
and
nice.
guys, it comes with a little stand and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see that on our wick turnstile, but you can at least look at it on here. He called it a turnstile. I've been calling it a spinner. He calls it a turnstile. So I'm going to go with that. So why don't we go ahead and put this on there, Heather?
It might not.
All right, just take the thing away. Just take the thing away. Oh my God!
It's chugging. It's like
the
Mr. Mises.
turnstile is dying.
Oh, he's trying.
The turnstile died. What if after it fell off, there's a little tombstone?
Yeah.
Like on the turnstile? There it is. In all its
hold
glory.
square to resurrect.
Yeah. Hold square, hurry. Now take away the small thing. Just take away the spinner, and then we'll just throw it down. The spinner comes in handy sometimes, but there he is. The ghost vinyl. As you can see, why don't you tip it forward? Maybe they can see the stand that's in there, because there's a stand deep inside
it's a clear
there. That's
stand
really neat.
in there.
It's really
I have a hard time I hate unboxing, but I'm almost wanting to unbox this.
Well,
should unbox
you
it.
should. It's a nice prop.
I
to
think
have.
it would be perfect for my over there. I have my TV and my game system set up. Heather and I, we play Destiny together, but I have all my like game relative stuff, my Mega Mans and stuff over there and Pops. So maybe you'll go over there really well with all the other game crap. So maybe I'll do that. And I got my Tyrants down there too. What are they going for?
They're going for like $50.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
average eBay price is $40 to $50.
Holy crap!
People are a-holes. I'll tell you that.
Well,
Well, people go and buy them up.
yeah.
Well, $12, you know.
Put them out for the collectors and just
Well,
let 'em
you know,
buy
like
'em.
with McFarlane, I think they will. I mean, they had, you know, when the initial shipments of the Lucille baseball bat came out, they had like maybe like two or three per GameStop.
Wow.
Or FYE, and then they people ate those up, and then they came out with the bloody variant. Now it's an easy thing to find.
Yeah.
You know, with the Ghost,
For much cheaper.
yeah, the Ghost vinyls. I think they were just putting them out to see how people would react. I had no idea it was even going to be a thing.
I
knew
had
they
no
were-
idea
Yeah,
until you took a picture and you go, look what I found.
yeah, and I was like, it's
It
$12.
was the day that Destiny released,
Yeah.
and he found one. He's like, oh, I found it.
Yeah.
You guys have all the... See, this is what really is aggravating. They have all this luck, and I don't think they even realize half the time how much luck they have. I go to stores, and they literally have, like, what's that, like in Western movies? The
tumbleweed.
tumbleweeds.
See,
I
this
go
is the
inside
thing.
Walmart, and it's like...
This is
you
the
know?
thing. When it comes to stuff that I'm looking for, when I'm looking for a specific Transformer or a Marvel Legends figure, I can't find it to save my life. When it's something that like you're looking for or my friend Tavari's looking for,
There's 30
it's
of
like,
them.
yeah, hey, look, it's here.
Oh, hold on! I'm backing I'm backing up the truck right now. I'm pulling them all up. Yeah, I have zero. Heather will just go like I don't know. We were at the other day at FYE, and she's like, "Oh, here, look, Tommy Chase. Hey, look, here it is." And then one day she opened up the box that I did order, but she opened it up Pennywise. Look, here's Pennywise.
Well, the Groot, the life-size Groots, I saw like 3 sitting on the shelf. But it
Yeah,
was
oh, that's
after
right.
you
Oh,
bought
that's
one.
right. She did.
Yeah.
We were at Star Wars Celebration this year,
Yeah.
Jordan and I, and she's in there, and she's like, "Hey, they have like 3 Groots." It's
And
holy
he's like,
Never
oh,
seen
I
one on the
have
shelf.
unbelievable.
Other than like you know a reseller trying to sell it for $80.
Okay, so we actually, Heather and I were out perusing a mall nearby that we don't normally go to, and we ran into the Disney store for my son actually to see what they had to offer. And at the very, very back of the store, there's a reason why I'm telling you this story. At the very back of the store, they had Marvel Select. I guess, are they considered Legends?
They're not considered Legends, but they're slightly larger than the Marvel Legends figures.
Okay.
They're basically the Disney Store exclusive comic styled figures. They're
Okay.
not, they have nothing to do with the MCU, but they are heavily based on the current comics.
Got it.
And the designs.
So I walked to the back of the store, and they had all of the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Select figures, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." I found a Star-Lord, and I really like Star-Lord personally, and I was like, "Okay, I'll buy him." And it said $7.99. I'm like, $7.99? This can't be right. And Heather's like, "Oh yeah, they're all on sale." And she goes, "Oh, there's another 25% off." And I'm like, "What?" I ended up getting all of the Guardians for like $25, $24. I bought something
remember.
else
You
for my
bought
son, but I bought
sunglasses for
sunglasses
him.
for my son, and I think it was $26 out the door.
And it's crazy. The Disney Store used to be expensive, and
Yes.
now it's like you can go in there and it's a lot cheaper.
Well, they had a Iron Man now that I kind of wish I bought. It was an Iron Man Marvel Select, and I can't remember what suit it was. It was a particular suit, Bleeding Edge.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I should get this. And I was like, I got all the Guardian. I was like all.
and then of
amped up
course
with the
after you
Guardians.
buy everything, you
Right, then you start to regret.
have the buyer's remorse.
Right, the buyer's remorse. Yeah, that's right. Well, the reverse buyer's remorse.
yeah.
Yeah, where it's like,
where
oh, I
it's
should have bought more. I'm an idiot. But let's go ahead and let's show them that.
collector's remorse. We'll call it.
Right. So the first one will
Here.
be Drax because he's my favorite.
Okay. Oh no, you you just put them down.
Oh, I don't want to show him off.
So there's Drax.
He's really.
He looks
cool.
really cool. Why don't you turn him a little bit so there isn't so
there's
much glare?
glare. Sorry.
Yeah, there he is. Look at him. Isn't he cool? I think he's really
very
cool looking.
cool.
And he has like a whole bunch of weapons, a whole bunch of different hands and stuff in there. There's a lot going on with that
He
figure.
can
In
do
fact,
a lot of things with his hands.
so if you turn, can you turn the box around? I know. What? Yeah. Turn the box around, and you can see here that they all go on like this. Yeah. There's
they
like
have
a little
a combining stand.
Yeah, and that's really cool. I thought.
Well, you know what would be cooler? If you would
you
actually take them
unbox
off
or rip-
out of the box.
Pull them out. I don't know.
And
I'm
set
really
it up.
weird. I'm really weird about that. I'm just
But
so
the
weird. I don't know.
boxes are
Why.
meh.
I know they're very meh. I don't know.
They're
I don't
very
know.
meh.
I don't
You're
know.
almost like channeling
Look,
your.
there's even dust.
You're channeling your
They
inner
even sit back
Matthew McConaughey there. Be like, a lot cooler if you did. All right. Look how much more space you got.
Rude.
And then we have a
Exactly.
big. This is actually the one that originally caught my eye. It's a really big, gigantic Groot. Awesome, I thought. It's a pretty cool action figure, and he's very heavy.
Can you beat it up a little more so he'll take them out of the box?
But yeah, but the original price on it, I was looking at it last
Yeah,
night. It's
they
like
were-
$35 or something ridiculous. If you look
the
under-
prices have been slashed.
Oh yeah,
Well, it's got like the
But
last
the-
one I can see is $19.99.
but the original price,
Yeah,
$31.95. Yeah.
And even still, I mean, when you have like the regular, this is as big as a Build-A-Figure is with Marvel Legends.
Yes.
And when you have something like this, yeah, that's a justified price. when you open your toys, it's a huge deal that you can get something to stand naturally.
Oh, that's right. Well, pops are the same way. There's some pops that won't even stand up.
Well, hey, these guys have rocks, so it's
They can all stand on rocks.
But Chris wouldn't know that because he won't take them out of the box.
Oh my god.
To put them on the rocks.
I'm getting browbeat for
I
not
just
opening up my
want
figures.
to pull them out.
And then next one is Star-Lord.
Yay.
And
Does he
look
come
at
with the
that. So this
Tesseract
is the
there?
one that caught my eye, and I just thought he was really cool
I
looking.
thought
Is it
Groot caught your
Tesseract in
eye.
there?
I can't tell what that pink thing is.
Oh no, that's I think that comes out of his blaster.
Oh yeah, it's an effects piece.
Yeah. So I thought he was really cool. The natural face I thought is like kind of but in fact the hair color is completely different.
Yeah, the hair color is really
Isn't that weird?
That
is kind
looks like the
That's
color
really bizarre.
that people... So I'm a hairstylist. It looks like the color that people come into my salon and say, I do not want that.
Oh, that color that he's wearing with his helmet.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
That's a really
Well, look at
bad
his
color.
hand in there. The other hand, he's like,
Ugh.
yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, his head is completely different from the one in the helmet. I
Yeah,
just don't...
that's what I'm saying. The hair is completely different.
Maybe he does a dye job when he takes it off.
Maybe. That's right. But he's really cool looking, I think.
He is.
I like that they have the effects pieces where it looks like he's flying. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
So he's a cool looking figure, I think. I like the jacket and all.
All right, are you ready for
And last but not least, which comes with two characters,
Two
not even
characters.
just one.
Guess who?
Rocket and Gamora.
Rocket.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I really like the Rocket. I think he's really cool
Yeah,
looking.
he's cute.
Comes with
He's
some
sort of
guns.
mad. He's got some fangs.
She comes with swords.
And the fun thing is like the Marvel Legends Rocket, you
Oh.
gotta pay $20 for him.
He's mad right there. too.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just Rocket and
miniature
the
Rocket.
torso to Mantis.
That's
But,
it?
yeah.
What?
Oh
That's
my
all it
God.
comes with.
Wait, why the torso to Mantis?
Because they have Build-A-Figures.
Yeah, you build a figure with... You buy all of them
Yeah.
in the set, and then you build another figure.
Yeah.
They're called Build-A-Figures.
Oh, so that one, Gamora isn't actually a piece that you buy.
No, Mantis.
Gamora
Oh,
just
I'm
comes
sorry,
with
Mantis.
Yeah.
Gamora comes with either an arm or a leg for Mantis.
Yeah,
and
so
Nebula.
Mantis is like a bonus figure.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
In like the new Thor lineup, they have who is it? Hulk and Gladiator, like gear.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh.
the
Build-A-Figure.
So he's like pretty.
Yeah.
He's a big figure too.
So that
Cool.
just motivates you to spend more money.
Exactly.
Right,
If you wanna
because
buy
what
them
they'll
all.
do is they'll
Man, I
mix
wanna be in
the
that industry.
Marvel universe or the Marvel cinematic universe, and they'll mix the comic stuff. So you have to get like Odinson and Ares.
You have to buy. Yeah. And Ares
And,
apparently was a popular one. This
Yeah,
go around. I don't
and
know why.
Jane Foster Thor is another one.
Yeah.
So those are the three comic ones, and you have Loki, Hela, and Gladiator Thor.
Okay. Yeah, Gladiator.
Those
Thor.
are the six figures.
Yeah, I like the Hela. I think the Hela's an awesome
What
figure.
was strange was with the Guardians wave. Well, they had Titus as the first one, which I didn't complete, but with Mantis, yeah, they made you buy a second Star-Lord, which is a big pain in the ass.
That is ridiculous.
You had to get, in order to get Mantis's one arm, you had to get the long coat version of Star-Lord.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all the Guardians figures, and I think I did pretty well considering I go into a Disney store not expecting to buy a thing, and I go in there and I find all the Guardians figures that Heather wants me to open up, and she won't stop talking about. Even when we lay in bed and watch TV, she continues to go on about how I need to open them. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll open them and put them all in the little thing. Watch, next time there'll be a table back here and they're all standing up, and I'll be like, "Look what happened!"
It's gonna happen as soon as we shut the cameras
Right,
off.
that's right.
What'll be fun is when I get my basement, you'll see all these open toys, which is the opposite of this.
Opposite of
Yes.
this.
And you're like,
Complete
look what I
opposite.
can do with this.
Yeah.
I can articulate the arms. So over
Fully
here,
posable fingers. What?
over here with all of our pops and everything, I'm afraid if I pulled half of them out of the box, they'd all fall over anyway because their feet aren't all that great.
No, they're not. We learned that with
The Ghostbuster one.
yes.
Yes. And that vulture for sure wouldn't be able to stand up with those big gigantic wings. There's no way.
I don't think so. I don't think we tried them.
I don't think so either.
I don't want to. He's sort of a gem.
And last but not least, an honorable mention, Q-Fig Spider-Man that I found at a flea market. I think I spent about $10 on.
Yeah.
And he's a special version too. He came from
Loot Crate.
Loot Crate. He's a Loot Crate exclusive. And I think he's really cool.
He's really cool. I like him. I've seen. So, you know how when you buy a car and you never see him until you buy it? I have never seen a Q-Fig or actually focused
Surprised
on
you
him.
guys don't subscribe to Loot Crate.
Yeah, well.
Well, the shirts make it worth it, in my opinion.
The shirt,
you can get them in your
I hear
size.
good things about it. I hear good things. I'm a part of the Marvel Collector Corps, as we all know, and Heather, I think, is going to join Disney. Or she was thinking about
I
it.
don't know. I really like the Maleficent Dragon, but I don't know if it would I don't know if it would be worth subscribing to a monthly box or quarterly box.
See, the thing is, you could always resell the stuff that you get from the box you don't want.
You can if you want, but it stinks. It's cool because you get something that you're not expecting, but then on the other end, it's like, what if you get something that's really stupid? Marvel Collector Corps, for the most part, has kept me pretty happy. There are a couple of times where I got something and I'm like, oh, not this. Like the Spider-Man MCU movie, Spider-Man, he had the webs and his arms were open. He was meh. I like him, but he's meh.
But at the same token, it's something that you can always. There's always somebody out there that does want it.
Absolutely. But I want him, and any Marvel one that I find, he's always added to the collection. I at least have to have one. If I have a second one by accident, or if I just happen to see one and I forgot I have it, what have you, I'll trade that one off. So on September 25th, Marvel Collector Corps, the one box that I actually do buy and the box I subscribe to and love, they will have a special item on there on the 25th, Monday. And this video might be posted after the Monday, so you might already know what that object is, what that Funko piece is. I don't know that as of this recording, but I'm hoping it's really cool, and I think it's really neat that Marvel Collector Corps is actually doing that for the people who do subscribe and do buy the boxes. Give us something special that we can buy that nobody else can get. I think that's a really cool perk out of that whole thing. It's something that'll be harder to get.
That's a good practice too. I mean, to kind of keep scalpers out of it. I mean, sure, scalpers a lot of scalpers probably have already bought a box there, but for the people that are just trying to go in and part of the speculative market going to sweep them up, they're going to have less of an opportunity to do so.
Absolutely. And that's a cool perk to have when you're ordering all these pops and wanting to get the special ones and different variants and things. It's really neat that Marvel Collector Corps will go out of the way to do that. And thank you for Marvel Collector Corps. It's actually, I can't thank you too much because you are making us buy something else, but I do think it's cool that you do put something special up there outside the box and ordering the box. Okay, so we've gone over a lot of things. We've gone over the things that Jordan had brought over. We had gone over the Spider-Man that we found, the Q-Fig. We've gone over the Guardians of the Galaxy from the Disney store. We went over the New York Comic Con pops. Why don't you post below some of the things that you're looking for at NYCC, things that you're hoping will show up at different stores, what stores you're hoping they'll show up, what pops that you want specifically. I had mentioned before that if you mention some pops that you're looking for, or ones that you want for us to give away, outside of the ones that, of course the real word hasn't come out, but maybe just throw out some of the characters that you're looking for. we are going to try our best to find one of those characters on the list to give away in our NYCC giveaway.
Way.
So so we're going to try to give one away, and we're hoping to find a lucky winner. So look out for that video when we do our NYCC hunt, which will be in about 2 weeks. And during that NYCC hunt, we are going to have a pop to give away. We will show you what pop we're giving away, and hopefully that'll get you wanting to get your hands on that. And like, comment, subscribe as always. And I have nothing else to say. My throat is starting to hurt. Anything else, Heather?
Nope, that's it.
Jordan?
Well, for any Transformers collectors that might have missed the HasCon exclusive, this kind of goes in a deviation. But if anybody missed out on the RC, that was the HasCon exclusive that was sold on Hasbro Toy Shop, ToysRUs.com will have it on October 5th.
Beautiful.
So
great. And you got any tags you want to throw out there? For people to look you up.
For anybody that's out there, I just really we already talked about the Syndicate. I recommend following the Syndicate. I am featured on T-Man 978's hunts every now and then. A good friend of mine, and actually he's doing a giveaway soon. We're giving away one of the HasCon RCs for his 6,000 subscriber.
Very good.
Well, he's doing a 6,000 subscriber. I'm donating the HasCon RC, so. Check him out. Check out his channel. We'll be doing that giveaway very soon.
I know I'll be signing up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So until next time, this has been the GassoCast.
Bye.